Hello, this is my final video for my Padlet final. So this is going to be the final reflection. Um, Basically, the first question is asking for me to review the initial reflection video and if my understanding has changed. And the second question is what stood out like the most in this class. So for the first question, I was actually surprised. Kind of, I kind of did like, I did really well with like predicting what was gonna happen, cause I thought I was gonna just go over one thing specifically and just one thing, but I was able to thought it out through and think that this class actually did go more over what I thought it was going to be, and it was mainly like the economic, the social class, the sex, the the like crime, and education. All of those things. Basically, I was able to just from the understanding of it, I was like, it's gonna be kind of broad, but some of the like a lot of those types of ideas are what's gonna be covered because it is what's gonna be suggested for the sociology course, because it goes over what society is. And I guess one of the things that stood out for me in the class was I guess what stood out was like the race thing. You The professor basically went over how race is like more of a social construct than a biological thing, and it was interesting to see that because I thought that it was just one way. I thought it was more of our DNA being like the the main factor of how our race and ethnicity is like structured. So it was interesting to see like something new. There was a lot of new things I didn't learn. Some other suggestions of things that I didn't understand and that I didn't know about. But it was nice to see that a lot of these things were covered, and the things that were covered in the reflection video, the initial reflection video. So the second part of this is the two questions. It's one, how your thinking and understanding of the social world has changed due to this class, and the second is two primary things you will take away from this class. So the thinking and understanding of the way I have for social for the understanding for the social world has changed in this class is that I generally think about the small things that I learned that specifically like has to go over that has to go over like a specific like social like construct, like it 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 really does go through a lot of things, but the way it changes my thought of it is like the world functions this way, but it functions because of the way that people like to suggest for it to be. And it's like, since we are all like humans and we make our mistakes, um, like some things are just the way that they are, and there is a lot of things that go into it, uh, and two primary things that I take away from this class. Well, the primary one is the first one is that people will always be problematic. They will always have something to discuss about, whether it be race, sex, like economic class. the things literally that the professor went through. But anything could be discussed. Anything is up for discussion because of this. And I guess the second thing that I took away from this class is that sociology is such a broad thing, because you could connect it, the sociological perspective, which is the first thing that we learn about, to anything that quite literally is like within a society. Because it's weird, because like the first thing that was taught is quite literally like the open it opens up like everything, because for everything that we talked about, like the idea of like society and one tree, and how that's basically society is. So it was interesting to see how, like, from the first thing that we learned about to the other things that we did learn about, how that has to do with society and how society basically deals with things. And this is my final reflection video. I don't think there's anything else that I would have to say. Other than that, thank you Professor Dehan, for teaching this class. Thank you so much, and this is my final reflection. Thank you.